As I come to matters of whatever happened yesterday recently, I saw the President of the Republic of Kenya, the head honcho of the executive, was in one of the funerals in Nyandarua County, was attended by the several leaders. More so, the leaders from the Mount Kenya who are leading the opposition, led by Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy impeached, and the senator for Nyandarua, Senator Metu. And there is something that happened recently whereby the people are trying to criticize Senator Metu for telling the president in persons in a rapport that he cannot fear the president. I want to remind you, because the president and his all cabals and the shenanigans and the glimpse of the unfolding saga are trying to operate into recycling dictations. Remember, when you were the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya under the Uhuru Kenyatta leadership, you used to tell Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta things that are very incoherent, things that are very fickle, irresolute, and cantankerous. And there is nowhere you see the people or President Uhuru Kenyatta coming to tell you that you have to respect me. Because President Uhuru Kenyatta was a man who attended to the democratic right of the people of Kenya and adhered to articles of the Constitution of Kenya. Article 37, Article 34. It is something that must be prevailed by the people. But nowadays, you want to deploy on your kind of dictatorship terms of ruling in this nation. This is Kenya. And as I will say, we are tired to be handled by the pogroms, the ravenous lunatic individuals whose main aim is to maraud the public resources at the expense of enriching themselves. The moment is long overdue for these nations used to be entrusted with leadership. And this only constitutes to Kenyan political class and Kenyan political fossils, Kenyan political demagogues, pogroms, ought to articulate and ought to change. The leadership must be prevailed to the youths of this nation. And this kind of draconism, this kind of fickleness, irresoluteness being deployed by the despotic and usurpers of power surrogates, being led by the head honcho of the executive, cabal, despotic surrogates William Samoei Ruto. This is something that is totally inconsistent, phenomenal, and quite worthwhile for us to understand this kind of leadership of yours. You have to respect the fellow leaders of yours. You have to attend in Article 31, 34 of the Constitution and Article 1 of the Constitution. And Article 1 of the Constitution is which we are going to use it to unearth you in the docket of power. And I'm going to tell you, Kikuyu contribute to 34% of the voter turnout in this nation. Luyas follow with 18, and the Luo 9, and the Kalenjin 8. We only want 24 from Mountain region. We want 12 from the Western region. We want 7 from the Nyanza region. And we only want 5% from the Rift Valley region. That is 51.1, and it is a maximum threshold for us to unearth you from the docket of power, simply because you have turned to be a despotic and surrogate mafia. And as I will say, we cannot be frightened by any economic status and the hobgoblin nature of President William Ruto. As far as the trivial end and the cassette of the scenario is concerned, we are going to procrastinate you come 2027. And to Kokadi slogan, it is something that is palpable. We cannot be coerced by the glimpse of the unfolding saga toward omnisciousness and sentiments that is going to plunge us into the state of dingy. This is something that we are not going to cooperate, to tolerate, or tantalize. Thank you very much.